Good evening, you Arabs and Jews. British Lebanese here, coming to you from God knows where, somewhere in England. Surprise location coming up shortly. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's live exposure of the rats who are infesting our Islam. These new Islam preachers who go round sticking tables in the streets with a megaphone, leaflets that they give out, trying to preach Islam, is something that I have never ever seen in any Arab country or heard of for that matter. So it was a fundamental importance that Ali Dahwa got debunked live yesterday. These rats who... Alright, we had a bit of a short circuit here with the internet connection here. And the fact that I already debunked Ali Dahwa as I was approaching the square itself, where I knew that he would strategically put rats or donkeys, if you want to call them, around his area where they okay, we've got a connection back here. Yesterday I had over 5,700 views live, that is to say live, or shortly after, within 2 hours it was 5,700. I don't know what it is now, I haven't checked. But you will see that I already did the first donkey who I annotated, someone who looked like they come off a 20-foot container. Probably they did. And I want to talk about those kind of people because they have come over to this country, some of them with nefarious reasons, in another discussion. But you witnessed how Ali Dahwa portrayed himself as I was confronting him. All he could do was ad hominem. But little does he know that I just got cut off as I mentioned the word President of Lebanon. But after receiving a phone call from the former President of Lebanon, I should say, CID decided to twist and warp that. And as a result, you will see in my podcast talk of my 17-day hunger strike incommunicado off of a phone call of a British racist Jewish MP in my constituency where I've lived since 1973. I want to just reiterate here to the public, I'm a former Hewlett Packard employee with over 27 years in the IT sector behind my back. I'm a professional. And the word professional has been terrorized and demonized right up to the qualifications. I'm just getting cut off again here as I'm talking. Rendering the word professionalism as no longer. Full stop. Since 2008, we've been receiving bankers in the banking sector who has relaxed banking regulations, and I bear witness to seeing all of that because I was supporting the upper echelons of the IT sector, the stockbrokers and the financial advisors, all the trading floors. I was very much in charge of calls going out and engineers going out from every spectrum of engineers you could think of, going right up to your Cisco and your Sun Microsystems and so on. To have my character assassinated and my human rights removed off of a phone call off of a Jewish racist known MP to have had her right honourable status stripped from her for the quote white vulnerable status stripped from her by her own Jewish nepotist leaders.
Anything to throw away.
And
anything for the bin.
thank you. And as a result, she was no longer Right Honourable Emily Thornberry. She was just Honourable Emily Thornberry. Well, shortly after, she had her status given back to her, and the Wicked Witch of Islington continues to reign in a way where she is even continuously targeting me through her electric army. Now, I'm updating the public because my lawyer told me to, and it is a qualified, insured lawyer who specialises in the field that I was subjected to employ. The charge that was allegedly put on me was, quote, harassment, quote, harassment. Harassment of what? Me sending a tweet to a local councillor, which did not breach any Twitter terms. And the harassment charge was subsequently dropped because it is impossible that you can charge someone with harassment if the person that told you to go and talk to names that I bring up that are big, yeah, because my constituency, in case you didn't know, and also has generated the most prime ministers who lived in Islington became prime ministers from Islington. So you go figure that out, and you go throw your nepotism and your cult into your diaspora of your invasions and occupations, and you go and question, why has my family been infiltrated? Why am I being deemed as some kind of anti-Semite when I come from the birthplace of Semitism in Lebanon? That is the birthplace of Semites. The birthplace is in Tyre in Lebanon, where they are bombing on an endemic scale every day now. Welcome if you're here. Right, we seem to be getting cut here, and are getting a flood of talkers on your chit chat. Really ain't interested unless you have considerable clout. Don't expect me to answer your if. All right, okay. We've done 10 minutes here on this podcast. I'm going to terminate it because it's... Okay, so I am going to terminate this call. We keep getting some disconnections. I might do another one a little bit later on. Stay tuned. I'm going to meet a world famous professional in his career, an economist, a financial advisor. He's got more qualifications than I can think of, and give justice to this platform. Internationally recognised man. I have much tuned here. British Lebanese, over and out. السلام عليكم يا لبنان. الله معكم يا شباب. الله معكم يا اخواتنا. مش اخواننا، اخواتنا ولازم تفهموا انه نحن هون عم نعمل يلي فينا منشان ندافعكم ونحكي من شانكم ونحكي من طرفكم ونوقف ورا ظهركم ونعمل اللي نحن قادرين نعمل legal, لانه we are limited what we can do and we can say. We are being targeted. I am still on bail and they can arrest me at any minute they like. And I want to reiterate again, my ex, who I dated for 5.5 years, was Jewish. My whole family opened doors to her. All my friends, a whole catalogue of friends of different spectrums of professionals, all accepted it. But unfortunately, like Barbara Streisand and Omar
We're
al-Sharif,
now approaching
targeted.
Milton Keynes Central.
Also
When
like,
leaving us here, make sure you have all your
also
luggage
like,
steps down
again,
to the
targeted
platform.
by Jewish power. And what do you want me to say? There is more, there is much more. But Jewish power will always target you if there's a Muslim who's forged a relationship of love. It does to give you right there, with due respect, your excellencies. Going out to the podcast, Mark Clout out there yesterday exposing those who are infiltrated Islam. Now you understand how targeted I am. My views stopped at 5,700. They stopped within after 2 hours. They stopped, and it went up to 5,272 today. I haven't checked it yet, but that begs the question: why? And on that